You are watching the Los Angeles Lakers Report by Chat Sports. I'm Marshall Green. In today's video, we're going to break down the report, prediction, whatever you want to call it, from good old Mr. Kendrick Perkins. Shout out to Big Perk. Love what he's doing on ESPN these days. But he went on to their NBA show, and he talked about how he thinks James Harden to the Lakers is a perfect fit. And he thinks that's something that has to happen. So we're going to take a deep dive into what Perkins has to say. We'll talk about what a deal could potentially look like, because the Lakers don't really have the cap space right now to go out and sign James Harden, and there's different ways to add players that are free agents by just flat out signing them. So we'll talk about that. Then I'll give you my thoughts on Harden and LeBron and AD. But Big Perk, let's go to him first. He said, I said this yesterday, and people went crazy. James Harden actually could be really great for the Los Angeles Lakers, because look at his transition and the role that Doc Rivers had him playing in the season. He led the league in assists. He was the ultimate point guard. He could take pressure off LeBron James. And look how dominant Joel Embiid and James Harden were in that pick and roll. Can you imagine the easy looks that James Harden could get Anthony Davis in the pick and roll? And I agree with a lot of things that Kendrick Perkins says right there. The pick and roll game with Anthony Davis and James Harden would be great. I think that the Lakers could use a point guard, like we've talked about on this channel for quite some time now, that could take the ball out of LeBron James's hands. Because I think no matter how incredible or where you have LeBron stacked up on your Mount Rushmore list, Father Time is calling. Father Time is pulling on the crown of King James. And sooner, probably rather than later, LeBron is going to fall off a steep cliff. And you're going to need someone to take control of that offense. And for a lot of reasons, that could be James Harden. And this lineup is fun, no doubt about it. But it's not 2K. It would be entertaining, and it would be fun. But could it win an NBA championship? I guess my better question is, can James Harden in 2023 and beyond be a centerpiece on a team that is competing for a Larry O.B.? I don't think they can. I think you need someone in this lineup, because LeBron James isn't playing elite defense anymore. First stretches, he will. Anthony Davis, well, I think you need another elite defender on the perimeter, and that's never really been James Harden's game. But there are stats that point to the fact that this would work, and we're going to break that down. But make sure you guys are subscribed to the Los Angeles Lakers Report by Chat Sports, because we are going to continue to crush it this offseason. Latest Lakers news, latest Lakers rumors, and the NBA draft, we are going to cover it like crazy. Videos for every single pick the Lakers made. We're going to have a Lakers NBA draft grades. We're going to crush it, I promise you. Hit that sub button. And if you don't like our coverage during this period, you can unsub in a couple of weeks. But I promise you, you won't. Another problem that I do have, and really a problem that's standing in the way of James Harden being a Los Angeles Lakers, would mean the Lakers would need to move on from either A, Rui Hachimura, B, D'Angelo Russell, C, Rui Hachimura and D'Angelo Russell, or maybe Austin Reeves. Since the Lakers are over the salary cap, thanks to LeBron James and Anthony Davis making a lot of money, they don't really have a salary cap slot to go to James Harden. So Rob Pelinka could get creative and try to work out a sign and trade, but it would cost you Rui, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, or some sort of combination of the three. Look, if this was 2013 to 2021 and we were getting James Harden, the engine, the face, the captain, and the worker for the Houston Rockets, the guy that was an MVP and probably should have been an MVP a couple of times and was maybe just one missed 3 out of 27 straight for the Houston Rockets against the Golden State Warriors to getting to the NBA Finals. Sure, I would do it, because I think 29 points, 8 assists, almost 7 rebounds, 44% from the field, as well as how efficient and creative he is on the offensive end. That would be awesome. And Houston, Harden was special. He was one of the best offensive players this league has ever seen, thanks to Mike D'Antoni. That offense was tailor-made for James Harden. But that isn't who you're getting anymore. It's no longer fear the beard. You're getting a guy in James Harden who, quite frankly, besides 2 games against the Boston Celtics, was terrible in the Eastern Conference Finals. And every single year, his production continues to go down just a little bit. When you look at Harden in Philly, he went from 21 points to 21 points. The field goal percentage, 40 to 44. He got better this year and became more efficient. But when it came down to winning games, when it came down to playoff basketball, where the pace slows down, the defense ramps up, and the refs don't blow the whistle as much, Harden was not effective. 19 points per game and below 40% from the deck. And I have no reason to believe that that is ever going to change. James Harden has always been a better regular season player than postseason player. Still, at one point, was a great postseason player. He's just not that guy anymore. Do you want James Harden, though, on the Lakers? Do you think Harden, LeBron, and Anthony Davis could bring another one and hang a banner in the crib? Let me know. Why for yes and for no. For me, I think it is a good basketball team. You're not getting worse if you add James Harden to this team. I just don't know if you can continue to try to chase that third star if you're Rob Pelinka, LeBron James, and the Los Angeles Lakers. I think the Big Three era is dead in the modern NBA. It's all about duos now. Jokic, Murray, LeBron, AD. Everywhere you look, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, it's duos. It's no longer trios, and that's because of the new CBA that is upcoming. The salary cap restrictions, if you enter that luxury tax, the first, second, or third apron, are stiff. And it's going to be really hard to construct a roster. And that's why I think the Big Three era of paying LeBron, AD, and James Harden nearly max contracts isn't going to work. How about you just build a roster around LeBron and AD, and that starts with bringing back Austin Reeves to LA. The guy in the playoffs, from time to time, was your second best player on the floor. 16.9 points per game, holding it down for all the Oklahoma Sooners out there since Baker Mayfield couldn't. 4.6 assists, 46% from the field. But the thing that I love the most about Reeves, not besides his mindset and the fearless ability to score and go to the bucket, it's the efficiency from three. 44% from downtown. Reeves balled out in the playoffs. And if you want to talk about earning something, he earned the opportunity to come back, run it back, and be a Laker yet again. I mean, I don't like the saying, started from the bottom, but that's what he did in the NBA, and he was here. And if you want to keep Reeves, you're going to have to move on from Rui Hachimura, who was also really good in the playoffs. Really, really impressed me. He had that in-between game that I started to fall in love with, because in the NBA playoffs, you got to be able to get a bucket. And sometimes a pump fake off the three-point line where you put it on the deck one time and rise up from 18 feet is the best shot you're going to get. And Rui, he was great in that area. He was also great from three, 48+% from that area. I'm honestly in the camp of just kind of running it back, a little retool, maybe bring Chris Paul in, maybe a veteran like Jeff Green, maybe a shooter like Dante DiVincenzo. But I am sure that I want the Lakers to bring back Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, two young players that aren't even close to the apex of their career. I would like to bring the young guys back because doing so helps you build for now, but also for the future. And that's always been the plan for Rob Pelinka. Try to win now with LeBron, but the franchise isn't folding when LeBron leaves. And that's why Pelinka hasn't made that all-in move yet. Maybe summer 2023 is that time. I want to close the show, though, asking this question. Who is your dream Lakers free agent target? Is it Harden? Is it Fred VanVleet? Is it someone else? Let me know in the comment section. And make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Sub, and turn your notifications on because this is the time of year where moves happen out of nowhere, and you're not going to want to miss it when we put out a video breaking news with the Los Angeles Lakers making a move for somebody. So hit that sub button and enjoy your weekend.